We continue?
Yep, continue on.
Huh?
Continue on.
Okay. Then uh, I
You're at
went to the USO dance, and it was very nice. It was full of full of Air Force guys there. It was also full of pretty young women, and I danced with a couple of them, and it was very nice. And then there was another lady over on the side. After a while, I danced with her, and she was a good dancer, nice person, and had a little bit of a Midwest accent, and that was Mom. And we danced very nice, and after a while, I was very fascinated with her, and she was fascinated with me because I was still in my Corporal Air Force uniform, but I had been accepted to go to flying school at a certain time or a certain age. And so that's how I met her. And I guess we had a couple of kisses. That was about it. And so then I don't know just where she went for quite some time, but after a while I found out and went over there and finally found her. But at that time I had to go to flying school, and flying school was going to be, I think, 5 or 6 months long. So I left and went to flying school, and then they promoted me from corporal to a second lieutenant to a first lieutenant, and my pay was good then. Everything else, and then I went back and talked to Mom again, and decided that we can go to another dance because uh, this was April then, but then we both had very nice feelings for each other, and so see what date was I? What date was I married?
July 4th.
Yeah, 4th of July, yeah, Independence Day. And so then I was back in Wichita again, but by this time I was oh no, I went after that to flight school, yeah, and and then I after after flight school when I was promoted to a Air Force officer and a pilot, and I checked that out. And they had me flying it, and then came back to Wichita and went to the place where Mom was living, and we went back to the USO and did something on the 4th of July, Independence Day. But then we both decided we would get married. So we went to a church, and it was a couple of days before 4th of July. It was maybe almost a week before 4th of July that we went to church, made a point that we were going to get married, and could we get married on 4th of July? And they said, "Oh, sure, you can." So anyway, I called my parents, your grandparents. So they came all the way out from New Jersey to Wichita, Kansas, to a couple days drive out there, a few days, and then Mom and I went to a nice church that agreed to marry us, and we went to that church, and my mom and dad and my uncle John Gribbon Grant was there too, with them. And I remember it was a nice, comfortable old Plymouth that they had. And so Eunice and I got married, and then we got permission from my parents to drive all the way back to New Jersey, and we stayed a little time at my mom and the house that I grew up in, and then after a while I was making good money, and I rented a place to stay, and Mom and I went to that place and stayed there, and that was very, very nice. And so we got married on 4th of July, Independence Day, 1954. But that's the day I lost my independence.